would have certainly cut Jorge Martin deep yesterday with that mistake at turn 16. The deep waters of the beautiful ocean are surrounding this magnificent Mandalika circuit. What a breathtaking location that is, as we get set for the spectacle of the Grand Prix of Indonesia in MotoGP coming up in about 40 minutes time, over 27 laps in hot and humid conditions. And there is a little bit of a welcome breeze about, which was certainly picking up at the start of the earlier Moto2 race. But now it is full focus and all the attention moves on to chapter 15 in this 20 round MotoGP World Championship. Back in wonderful Indonesia. As you mentioned, we had to wait 25 long years before we returned to these shores, where we returned to race in front of arguably MotoGP's most passionate fan base in the world. The Indonesian fans have come out in their droves for this race day number 15 to see who will be our winner in the Pertamina Grand Prix of Indonesia. It's Miguel Oliveira, of course, 2 years ago, who splashed his way to success for the factory KTM team. Sadly, there'll be no repeat of that brilliance from the Portuguese rider, because he is sidelined. He really did pay for his poor qualifying, having been fastest on Friday and Saturday morning. Martinet to Mandalika is magic. Mr. Pecco, keep number one.
The beast wake up.
Yes. Well, I think Mr. Pecco, yeah, the target is very much to keep the number one for a third successive season. Johan Zarco, as he said, he'd love to get a top 10 finish. He has scored points in 5 of the last 7 Grand Prix. His season back, colossal dance and singing group, putting on Goyon with Pedro Acosta on the front row of the grid for just the 3rd time. And
with a medium tire, we hope it's going to be, it should be better. It should be better.
Great news. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much, Simon. Thanks to Nico Goyon. Yeah, high hopes for Pedro Acosta, finishing in 6th place he was in that 13-lap sprint yesterday. Acosta feels like, finally, the Piero Mobility Group are putting a motorcycle underneath him where he can race and he can fight and ultimately hope he can beat the Ducatis, which is a tough task at the moment, isn't it? As we mentioned, Ducati beaten only once on Sunday so far in 2024. What a season it has been for the Borgo Panigale champion, who I'm sure will be tuning in, watching back at home in Europe to see if Marco Bezzecchi can give the team the leaving present he so desperately wants to. Of course, it was in Emilia-Romagna last weekend where Marco came to the pre-event press conference and said he's got one wish, one box left to tick, and that's just before he leaves to go to the factory Aprilia team next season, at least one more podium he'd love to give to VR46 Racing. Now then, Jorge Martin in a recovery mode, in comeback mode after his spill in the sprint yesterday. He's had great speed, great pace all weekend, a big threat for the victory here in Mandalika. Let's get the thoughts from the boss, Gino Borsoy.
Gino, Jorge Martin has been awesome all weekend. Absolutely incredible speed. Shame about yesterday, but what about today?
Well, today, for what we know and what we check from the data, I think we have a bit more advantage compared to the other with the hard and medium rear, because his pace was incredible, and the feeling with the bike, as Jorge said, it's good. We didn't touch the bike all the weekend, so when it's like this, means that everything working perfectly way. So let's see, the wind is so strong today, especially the corner where he had a crash yesterday. Become even more difficult. You have to pay attention at the first corner to understand how strong is the wind, and that's it.
Okay. Is there other concerns for you? For example, tyre durability, rider durability, because at the end of this distance it's got to be hard.
Oh, physically he's high demanding circuit for sure. He's so strong, he trains a lot, so I'm pretty sure physical side he don't suffer a lot. Of course, will be difficult and tough at the end of the race, but I think he's okay.
Thank you, Gino.
Thank you.
Big day, big race, big 27 laps you feel, isn't it, coming up for Jorge Martin as he looks to block out of his mind the disappointment of the sprint tumble yesterday, going into that 13-lapper. What about 24 hours ago, just under 24 hours ago? I think we all felt it was looking like Martin would certainly stretch out that 24.
Almost a crash, and he also lost some position. So then the race basically was done. For today we changed front and rear tire. We move from soft to hard medium. We also try to improve as much as we could the braking, because it's maybe the only way where we can try to block the others overtaking us, and maybe allowed us to be a bit more aggressive. But the problem is that going out of the corners, we lose some power, and then he can't really prepare an overtake.
Thank you, Maio. Good luck this afternoon.
You're welcome.
Thanks very much, Simon. Thanks to Maio Meregali. Let's see what Quartararo can do from 6th place on the grid. It's very, very short. As we can see, the Indonesian president is here on site for this very special occasion in the Indonesian sporting calendar. We will take a pause now for the Indonesian national anthem.
Indonesia, tanah airku, tanah tumpah darahku. Di sanalah aku berdiri, jadi pandu ibuku. Indonesia kebangsaanku, bangsa dan tanah airku. Marilah kita berseru, Indonesia bersatu. Hiduplah tanahku, hiduplah negeriku, bangsaku, rakyatku semuanya. Bangunlah jiwanya, bangunlah badannya untuk Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, tanahku, negeriku yang ku cinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, tanahku, negeriku yang ku cinta. Indonesia Raya, merdeka, merdeka, hiduplah Indonesia Raya.
Beaming with national pride, over 60,000 here this afternoon singing Indonesia Raya, the